Yo, what is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media, and the Knicks get a W in OG Anunoby's Knicks debut. They beat the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 112-106, and the Knicks, the first game after the big blockbuster trade over the weekend, it's looking good because these Knicks, it seems like, found their identity with Tom Thibodeau, which is defense. The defense in this game is the reason why they won. In OG Anunoby's debut, he makes an impact that was absolutely magnificent right out of the gate. Julius Randle having one of the best games of the season. Even when Jalen Brunson had one of his worst games of the season, the Knicks were still able to get a W. I'm excited to break this down in this video. If you guys are new to Knicks Media, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We just hit over 11,000 subscribers here on Knicks Media. I want to say thank you all so much for supporting me here on the YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button and comment down below your thoughts of OG Anunoby's Knicks debut and the overall W for the Knicks over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, first, let's talk about OG's debut. He did unfortunately foul out, which I think was bogus in my opinion. That sixth foul was a little ticky-tacky for my liking. But hey, cannot complain. OG Anunoby finishes in his Knicks debut, played 35 minutes. He put up 17 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 of 6 from downtown, and a plus-minus of a plus 19. So OG Anunoby, the first thing that just jumps off the screen is his defense. We knew when we traded for him, the defense is going to be top tier. It is what the Knicks have been missing, that elite defender on the wing, and it was ferocious. He was locking down Karl-Anthony Towns, and he was forcing the Knicks to go in transition, and his overall presence on this team was really interesting to see because that second quarter, the Knicks outscored the Timberwolves 38-17, and that was kind of the differentiating factor of that game was the second quarter. They clamped him down to 17 points. One of the best defensive overall quarters from the Knicks all season long. And I think Quentin Grimes had a big impact in that quarter in particular. Quentin Grimes, he's going to be a very interesting player to keep in mind to kind of take more of a role for these Knicks after the departure of Immanuel Quickley off the bench. This could be where Quentin Grimes can be like, okay, this is my opportunity. I was regulated to the bench earlier in the season. And now with Immanuel Quickley not there, Quentin Grimes could be that guy off the bench, especially defensively, and that was what I noticed the most from Grimes and OG on the court together in that second quarter. So shout out to OG, man. It's not easy to get traded to a brand new team and make an impact like that. He also had a clutch three-pointer in the fourth quarter with around 8 minutes to go before he did get fouled out, and I think a lot of those fouls were kind of bogus. I love the defense he played on Karl-Anthony Towns. He can defend 1 through 5, and listen, I can be the first to admit that my emotions were all over the place when the Knicks made this trade because I had an attachment to RJ Barrett. I had an attachment to Immanuel Quickley, like most Knicks fans. But the reality is we have to let those emotions happen, and then we move on, and we are all Team OG Anunoby now, baby. We are rooting for this guy because he could be the piece of this Knicks squad to get to the true identity of Knicks basketball with Tom Thibodeau, and that is defense. And man, I don't want to bring this up because it makes me pissed, but I wish Mitchell Robinson was healthy, bro. Damn it. But let's get back into this game because Julius Randle deserves a lot of credit. He put up 39 points, just missed that 40-point burger, missing that last free throw, 9 rebounds, 14 of 24 from the field, and I think he's the biggest reason why they were able to close this game out. The Knicks were up to a 22-point lead, and then the Timberwolves were inevitably going to come back because the Timberwolves are a great basketball team, and Julius Randle with OG fouling out, he took over. In a game where Jalen Brunson was 5 of 23 from the field, he did have a season high of assists of 14, Jalen Brunson, but we needed somebody to be the closer, and that was Julius Randle, which was a really refreshing thing to see. Somebody on the Knicks, it being Julius Randle, to close out the game, not allowing the Timberwolves comeback to really flourish, and that really shows you, man, Julius Randle's having a hell of a season for these New York Knicks. And I know everyone's going to say the same thing. Yeah, but we have to wait till the playoffs come. Well, I'm going to be excited about Julius Randle when he's playing good basketball, and you should too as Knicks fans because Randle's playing his ass off. Randle is bullying people down low. Now it seems like he's finding his rhythm from beyond the arc, his mid-range jump shot. He's playing a lot more bully ball in the paint, which I really love because that's more his brand of basketball, and he's hustling for loose balls. He's crashing the rebounds, and in a game where we needed a closer when the Timberwolves were coming back in that game because OG went to the bench after being fouled out, we didn't have a lot of defense. Julius Randle stepped up, made big-time shot after big-time shot, big-time win. Got to give a shout-out to Isaiah Hartenstein as well. He had amazing opportunities blocking Rudy Gobert at the rim, had a bunch of block shots. Hartenstein, 3 blocks and 3 steals. Dante DiVincenzo coming off a career high last game, 38 points. He had 15 points in this one. He is really, really playing good basketball for the Knicks ever since he was plugged in as the starter. And then Josh Hart, 11 rebounds, back-to-back games, over double digits for Josh Hart in the rebound category. And again, I already touched on it, Quentin Grimes. I think that this is his opportunity to really separate himself, because if he can get more confidence on the offense and really start being a facilitator as well, watch out, because Quentin Grimes' defense is for real. Precious Achiuwa, he didn't really have the greatest Knicks debut, did not have a field goal, finished with no points and just 3 rebounds. He only played 8 minutes. Deuce McBride, only 7 minutes as well, did not get a field goal after the extension. But overall, what a win for the New York Knicks in OG Anunoby's debut. Right? A lot of Knicks fans, this is the time for transition in terms of just into a new team, into a new identity. It's the new year. It's 2024. It's the brand new Knicks. We shipped off 2 of the, fan favorites for some, and Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, and it was a tough pill to swallow for us Knicks fans, just for the whole idea of we grew up with those players. But we got to realize that OG Anunoby, he does fit what exactly the Knicks have been desperately needing after the injury, especially to Mitchell Robinson, because the defensive versatility that he brings to the court, you can see the impact immediately. And also, the chemistry offensively, the ball was moving with just unselfishness, and you know that OG can spot up from downtown in the corner and knock down clutch threes. He's going to hit those rebounds. He also had a lot of athletic dunks down low. So overall, man, I got nothing but good things to say. This is a huge win against a tough opponent, and I think this is going to make Knicks fans feel a lot better about this trade, because it kind of came out of nowhere on Saturday, and now that we got to finally see what this team looks like after the trade, it should give Knicks fans a lot of excitement about the new era of a big 3 of Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and OG Anunoby. And dare I add that what if we see some games when Jalen Brunson, well, not even what if, we're going to see it, because we beat the Timberwolves with Jalen Brunson having one of his worst offensive performances of the season, putting up 5 of 23 from the field. We know that's not Jalen Brunson. So you can just imagine what this team will look like with a red-hot Brunson, a hot Randle, and the defensive OG Anunoby with all the other players around him supplementing. So I'm very impressed. I got to admit, this trade, looking pretty darn good so far. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do not forget to hit the like button as well. I'm going to be live tomorrow on the channel to kind of break down the OG Anunoby debut more in detail. This is an exciting time for Knicks fans. I feel like this team needed a change. I think the change just came at a time where none of us were really expecting, which is why it was just a big shell shock for us. But now that we're 2 days back past the trade and we got to see the debut of these players, only up from here, Knicks Nation. Let me know your thoughts. Let's go, Knicks. And Happy New Year, baby. Peace out, everybody.